to Good Vibes Goddess Tarot. So today we're gonna do a general collective reading with just like tarot cards. Um, so I have all my tarot decks that I have, and I'm gonna explain the purpose of each as I go. Um, but first I'm gonna cleanse the space and the energy. So if you have headphones on, you might want to turn them down. Okay. So first things first. I have my original tarot to pretty much indicate like what's happening or what's going on or what you think is happening. Yeah. So we have the Three of Swords, the Nine of Pentacles, the Knight of Cups. Okay, I know it wasn't bugging. I was like, was that a glitch? And it was a glitch. But then when I looked at the camera, it's still doing it. Alright. Then we have Temperance, and we have the Seven of Swords, the Knight of Pentacles, the Nine of Cups, the Tower, and the Eight of Pentacles. The Four of Pentacles, the Three of Pentacles, the Two of Wands, the Five of Swords, and Judgment. Okay. Three of Swords talk about heartbreak and betrayal, a harsh reality or a harsh truth. And I'm looking at the little tear traps coming from the cloud. And then with Judgment being here, you could have had some sort of clouded judgment, short-sighted thinking, didn't see something clearly, and now you're being faced with the reality of the truth of the situation, and your feelings is hurt, or you're heartbroken over the reality of what's going on. Because the swords have snakes on it, and snakes talks about temptation. So something that's probably, and it's wrapped around the swords, and two of the swords are black, and then one sword is like the color of like an actual swords, and then the snake are two totally different colors. But the ones on the black swords, I'm gonna show you. The ones on the black swords are blue, and the ones on the regular one is green. So they could have been some people around you expressing or communicating with you to make it seem like you guys wanted the same thing, when the harsh reality or the harsh truth is there's just a lie, and you already knew that, or you would have realized that if you like paid attention, but you were so content with the Nine of Pentacles being here, content with the way that things were going and the way that things were moving, that you were okay with the not living in the harsh reality. So like the fantasy and the delusion and the lies and stuff like that. Um, oh, because before I did, like, the reason why I'm doing this reason that I did why the like energies and stuff like that and stuff, it'd be like, yeah, this was snippy, but then like while I was like getting the cards ready, it stopped being snippy, so it was like it had something to say. And trying to make sure it gets what it needs to say off its chest. But with the Nine of Pentacles, because Nine of Pentacles can also be like contentment, right? You, and then her back is turned to the Three of Swords. So it's like you probably was okay with putting it behind you, or believing the lies and the fantasy and thinking that it was really a romantic and loving and genuine relationship and connections and friendship, when in all actuality, no. Mm. Okay. So with the not no, it's like it's that for some people, y'all thinking that okay, you could just stay here and everything will work out with the tower being here, and then because I just paid attention to the horse, like somebody in this knight in shining armor is gonna walk in and save you with the temperance, and everything's gonna work out and heal you, and you no longer will be heartbroken, and everything that you went through will be for for the good and stuff like that. It would just turn everything around. Um, you just need that because now I'm looking at the cup. You just need that one romantic offer, and because a little glistening, and then a glistening over here with this cup, so you can mix it with your cup, and everything will work out. But that's just very sneak, like it's a lie with the Seven of Swords being here. And somebody could know that and see that and trying to take advantage of you and be deceptive. And because he has five swords in his hand, but he's leaving behind two. So you're thinking that they're telling you everything when they actually aren't. And then I looked over at the triangle. So you think everything is working out, is in balance, y'all collaborating, and y'all gonna move forward. But there's obstacles and there's challenges with the mountains being back here and then over here. You're gonna face a lot of challenges and obstacles on your path because the cup that they're giving or they gave to you is very deceptive and false. And the Knight of Pentacles is pretty much both of y'all. You're slow to realize, not slow. Well, Knight of Pentacles is slow, okay? No, like slow and steady kind of thing, but his slow is more stubbornness, and from time to time it could be a little bit overthinking. Um, but with the Five of Swords being here, it pretty much was it was like sabotage. It's I'll explain it when I get to it. But it's pretty much like I said over here. It's pretty much the both of y'all. You were slow to realize what this person was doing, or that realize their deceptive ways, because the clouds are back here again. Where it was clear skies over here, and then there's clouds again. You thought everything was fine and dandy, but it was like I said over here with the clouds of judgment, is short sighted. You didn't see things clearly. And you were slow to seeing things clearly or accepting the truth for this person because you thought this person was going to change, and this person is just stubborn and refused to change. That's what like it's pretty much both of y'all. Y'all both the Knight of Cups. But you think that this person is, I said the Knight of Cups, the Knight of Pentacles. You think this person is the Knight of Cups because when y'all first met, they portrayed themselves to be the Knight of Cups. But that was all just a lie. You think the cup that they hold is a romance, like the Ace of Cups, but it's not the Ace of Cups. The Knight doesn't hold the Ace of Cups whatsoever. The Knight of Cups pretty much sends a message of the Ace of Cups. You know, be like, this person would like to talk to you. It's the Knight of Cups has a lot of different meanings. It can be that you're going on a spiritual journey. Um, it can also be someone's message of someone coming in with a romantic gesture, like someone is about to talk to you or would like to talk to you, and they're sending somebody to see how that works. Like because we have the king and queens and stuff like that. The king didn't go to the queen and be like, I want to talk to you. I would like this. I would like that. Like no, they sent somebody to tell this person, be like, look, tell this person I want to do like that kind of thing. So yeah, that's why the Nine of Cups is here next to the Knight of Pentacles. This person is happy with the way that things are, right? With this telling you what you need, what you want to hear rather than what you need to hear, because you continue to work and put effort into something that isn't long lasting with the tower being here. It's just gonna fall apart. Um, but their needs get met regardless, where your needs doesn't really get met. But well, seeing that you're both okay, you're thinking that this person is gonna change, so you're content and happy with just trying to work it out and go over these obstacles and these mountains and these hills to go and find your path. You think this is part of your path. With the temperance being here, you just feel like patience is key. And everything's gonna work out. Because I looked at the triangle there, and then I'm see the Three of Pentacles here, which is in a triangle. That everybody's putting equal work and effort to get this to move on and move forward, which is a lie. Um, you could be the only one putting in all the work and then the effort, with the Eight of Pentacles being here with the Tower, which is the Tower is also talk about like instability, change, unexpected change. Also, could be spiritual journey, the spiritual awakening, spiritual enlightenment. But if that's the case, it's like you're awakening and realizing. Also, divine intervention. And then temperance is here. That's an angel. So divine, and then crown. If this person thought just because they saw themselves as this angel because they had the wings on their head over here, like saw themselves as some type of, because something about the spiritual journey as a spiritual person, they have very high spiritual connections. They can do certain things and nothing will happen to them. They can lie and it will always work out in their favor. Like yeah, that's coming to an end with this divine intervention. That's a lie. Because one thing God cannot do is lie. And he does not lie. He will not lie. He has no reason to lie. So, why would he send somebody to lie to you? And how can you find your path based on lies? That makes no sense. And then this path that's behind the temperance angel that also have a crown over here, right? It talks about the tower. Not well. Talks about the towers. You got to go there, and then after the tower is the star. You can't find your soul's purpose based on lies, because the star is all about living your authentic truth. Well, now this person is trying to rush and make it seem like all the lies that they were saying or spreading was the truth, and for they to actually be happy and things to continue to work out in their favor, because they're slow and stubborn to realize that things were never in their favor. Regardless, they had this distorted way of thinking, and they were just smug and arrogant and wanted things to go their way and work out in their favor without realizing, seeing that they were setting their own trap. Because if you go this way, it's like, yeah, I suddenly will break up once I realize the truth and see the truth and find out the truth, all the work and the effort they was putting in into causing this heartbreak or this betrayal or all creating these lies. And then, because with all the nines and nine of pentacles, nine of cups, that pretty much for each pentacle, each that we have over here with the eight of pentacles, every offer or every things that they gave you, it had some type of emotional component to it. And you were like I said before, this person is stubborn, so they probably would just play with your emotions, and you think like they was pretty much giving you the truth and telling you the truth, when that was not the case whatsoever. With the seven, hold on, right? You thought y'all was on equal playing grounds when that was not the case. You thought this person was being romantic and being honest and just trying to be your friend and take their time and play in slow, when it's like, no, they were just buying time to see how so they can get the time and the opportunity to trick you with this temperance. They were just being patient enough to trick you. And it gets you to agree with whatever they wanted. Because if we kept, guys, kept talking about the crown, and then they fallen. So like that's also like a fall from grace. So if this person thought, because of their spiritual level, to who they are, and stuff like that, they can just do whatever and nothing will happen to them. The divine intervention, for one, indicate you're lying. That's a lie. That's funny and that's cute. And then the fact that you're falling simply means that you're no longer will have that level. You decrease, a grade, downgraded, or just simply get kicked out. Now, next level, we have the Four of Pentacles, which is all about holding back, feeling inadequate, and insecurities. So I already told you this person is not going to fully tell you the truth. They're going to, because the Seven of Swords, they're leaving two swords behind. So that makes you think they're giving you two swords, make you think like they're telling you the truth. But they really just giving you as much information that it makes it hard and difficult for you to move on and move forward. Meanwhile, they know the whole truth and know how to move on and move forward. So they can move, because with the Knight of Cups is faster than the Knight of Pentacles. So they can move on way faster than you can. Right? Because they know more information than you did. And then, oh, also, because with the nine of pentacles being here, and the seven of swords, if you see that as the seven of pentacles, that's all the like work and effort planted to seeds and not probably not reaping the rewards. And the reason why you're not reaping your rewards is seven of cups, is all the fantasies and illusions. You picked the wrong cup. All the glitters and gold and glitz and glamour, it wasn't worth it. And now you're finding that out, the eight of pentacles, that all the work and effort that you put in was for nothing. But you was happy and content with it because you thought you was gonna get some quick gratification or quick easy money, something. But it was a bad sense of judgment. You didn't see something clearly. The foundation was faulty. Also, your judgment was faulty. But yeah. Yeah, because the three of pentacles talk about like collaborating and working together. But we went from 4 to 3, and that's decreasing. Then we went to 4, 3, 2, like decreasing. And it's like you need to put working with this person behind you, but you're refusing to put it behind you because you feel like this is part of your path, it's part of your journey, and that you're supposed to be working with this person. Because even over here, like you're looking back, and they have there's still two swords on the ground, and the three, not a guy, three in their hand. So it's like even you think that you can defeat this person or come at this person just with the two swords that you have, and it's like you can't. They have more swords than you, regardless, because they know what they did and you don't. You think that you do, but you don't. You think you have like what you feel like you know might just be the surface of it. Like it might be more deeper than you realize. And yeah, it's like because now I'm just looking at the five of swords. It's like the material. You feel like you have armor on, they have armor on. Y'all on equal playing ground. Everything is fair and equal. When it's like, no, it's not made of the same material, baby. Like you know, okay, like leave it, walk away, leave it, like put it behind you and move on. But you refuse to do that. And that's sabotaging. Like, this person's gonna continue to sabotage you regardless. But you're allowing this person to continue to sabotage you by paying attention to them. You see them as a nemesis for absolutely, like, no reason. Life is not a TV show nor a game. Nobody really have nemesis. It didn't make no sense. You have people that's jealous and envy of you and intimidated by you. It won't really tell you that because they have some form of insecurities that you awaken in them, and as a result, rather than working with you, they tend to work against you, sabotaging their opportunity to move on and move forward and learn new things to close out that cycle of insecurity. But you going back and forth with this person also affects that and awaken this whole jealous, envious, egotistical, no one is better than you, no one can beat you. And again, because the angels being here and the angel being here, like I said before, if you thought because you have some type of spiritual protection spirit, you can do whatever the fuck you want, cute. Cute. Um, there's still things you have to abide by. Um, and because you're supposed to be spiritual, you'll hold to a more higher, I won't say authority, but a higher, like, morals kind of thing, ethics, code of ethics kind of thing. With the knights being out here, like, they supposed to take codes and have codes and follow the codes and stuff like that. Being sneaky and underhanded and deceptive, that's not very ethical or moral. And which is why you have this fall from grace situation. So when this the time of decision to close this cycle out or move on and move forward with the mountains keep coming back, you're and the clouds coming back, like, you're not moving forward. And you thinking that you was able to, that you was doing everything right and everything correctly, but that was a lie. You was pretty much telling yourself that. And then the topic also means rock bottom. So it's like you having to hold on and penny pinch and stuff like that out of nowhere or suddenly or drastically was a result of, or it should have been the indication, because with the Eight of Pentacles being here and then the Tower, it could have been like you hit rock bottom like 8 times, and that should have been your indication to fucking stop. Because the Seven of Pentacles and the Eight of Pentacles is like you tried it once, right? They allowed it to go. It didn't work out. But then after it didn't work out the first time, you tried 7 more times, and it's just like it didn't work out the first time. Why you keep trying? And that's when you started hitting rock bottom as a fucking punishment, because it's just like you're refusing to learn, and your stubbornness is what's costing you, because you want things to go your way. I don't. If it doesn't go your way, then it shouldn't work at all. And it was like, that's not how life works. And the harsh truth or the harsh reality is this person that you thought was telling you the truth, that you thought you loved, that was honest, and everything was going to work out and continue going to move forward within your life, have some form of insecurity issues. You also have some form of insecurity issues, which is why you want to like leave this person alone and won't let it go once you realize it didn't work. You keep trying with the little revolving door situation going on. Um, it's all because of some sort of insecurities either that you have or they have that y'all did not heal from, and y'all just trying to pretend that y'all did when y'all didn't. And that's this one over here. Yeah, so with you, you're content and fine with any sort of love that you receive, even good or bad, abusive or stuff like that. To you, love is love, and it's just like abusive love is not. This is a reason why it's abusive. It's love and abuse don't really go together. Um, but this whole little Stockholm thing, because that was coming up at some point in time, you just probably don't really care at this point, or you're numb to it, or just straight Stockholm syndrome and content with it. Or trying to make other people believe that you're content with it when you actually are not content with it. So you're trying to lie to yourself while lying to other people, and then you get mad when other people see through the truth and close out the cycle and don't want to be around you anymore because they don't want to be around this toxicity or this abuse or don't want to witness it. And they can't help you because you want them to be your little knight in shining armor, but every time they try to be a knight in shining armor to help you, you put more toxicity in it. And it's just like, what's the point of that? That makes no sense. And it's like you're content or happy with being the damsel in distress, and then some people just don't always want to be the damn hero. It's just like, just because they can doesn't mean that they was got to. Okay? And it's like you always want somebody to come in and save the day and be in control of your happiness and make you happy. Rather than you being your own damn hero and saving the fucking day. So Snippy coming back. The snippiness is coming back. Um because the second one is behind him and it's strapped to the wall and stuff like that. It's like you'd rather be in this tower where everything's always falling and falling apart, and somebody, well, even though you have the world in your hand, have the you can make the decision to close out this cycle, to move on to the next cycle, to move on to the new world and stuff like that. You rather just plan everything and hold on and wait for somebody else to do it for you. Right? Because the water is only in a wave, like a strong wave in the temperance card, which is why the angels could be why they're snippy and be like, you thought the fuck wrong. Because they help those who help themselves, and baby, you're not helping yourself. Like, it's not helping yourself. And that's why, just like, you thought wrong. So don't be surprised when they don't help you. Because they did. They tried multiple times. Right, and already did this way. Oh, yeah, with the insecurity issues, they can have, that's why they sabotage their relationships. Because they have some form of insecurity, so they make certain decisions and either sabotage their own relationships, their own life, pretty much. So they're trying to sabotage your life, or they run away from things before. When things get rough or times get tough, they run away. And or they just simply lie and don't think that their lie is going to come back to haunt them. Now this way, yeah, pretty much like I said here. And then with the Three of Swords to Temperance, they try to play a victim when they really the villain. Because like I said, some people actually could have helped this person, and they refuse to take their help. Another reason why I say y'all could have been penny pinching, because the trees, it went from cloudy, so the trees had like fruits, leaves, and then the land started getting like dry. Where the point where you may have some fruits, you may have money here and there, but like living the paycheck to paycheck, or it slowly starts dying. You don't like knowing how to fix it. Oh, why it's dying? What's the problem? And thinking that if it's broke, if you leave it alone, it will just fix itself, and it's like it won't. I don't I like it. This is broken to the point where you need to fix it. You have to make the choice to fix it. Yeah. Okay. So now I'm going to do the fantasy, no, not fantasy, but the mystic medley, I think it is. To see like how they're pretending, how they're acting, seeing that it's definitely two people. But we see there was three over here. It could be more. I'm not sure. Could be two. It could be you and this person. It could be you, this person, another person. I'm not sure. We gonna find out. And so this is pretty much what you think that you know, or that you're aware of, or that you think what's going on, right? So if it matches, it's pretty much saying like you are correct, you're right. Now if it doesn't match, it's just like you don't really what you think it. Okay, so just pretty much what I was saying before, like there, like you feel like there's a secret, and it's like yes, there's a secret, but it's like you don't know the depths of said secret, kind of thing, and it's like there's one lie, right, with the swords. Like there's this one lie, then there's another lie to cover that lie. So then it's like you find out that's a lie, and then you realize, okay, if that's a lie, then this must be a lie, and then this must be a lie, and then this is a lie. But then in the midst of finding out like half the lies, there's like little mini truths and then the lies, and then just like, or the things that you thought was like outrageous, like this person that would haven't done, it's just like come to find out like that's dead ass true, like this person really did that. And that's it's this part like y'all both kind of sort of the Page of Pentacles, but yeah. Um, let's see. Or it could be just how they pretending, how they acting. So we have the Star. So they acting as if they living their truth, speaking in their truth, expressing their truth. They being vulnerable. They being open. They sharing themselves with you. Or they telling you the truth. And that's the harsh reality now. That what you thought you know, you didn't know. And let me tell you, the truth that they're telling you, that's only the half truth, baby. That's not even the whole thing. Right? Queen of Wands, see? And that's just a cute version. There's more to it that you didn't even think about, you didn't realize, you didn't even would have never thought of, no nothing. Like there's more to it. Cuz the Queen of Wands, she's superficial, but also very ambitious, but she can from time to time can be ambitious to the point that like it's very dangerous, or very like prideful, ego, and superficial kind of thing, and materialistic, and do anything to achieve her goals, right? And or they're gonna like try to make it seem like they have goals, but in all actuality they don't. Because over here with the Temperance, it's cup to cup, and then within the Star, it's pond to ground. To say like the spiritual, what's so is above, so is below. What's into spiritual, your intuition, you bring it into your reality and your like your 3D life. But like I just said over here, you won't be able to do that until this change and you start actually working and putting the effort in. But because it's the Tower, then the Star. But you're just feeding a whole bunch of superficial negativity, materialistic crap into it, and that's not who you actually are. Is this superficial person that you're pretending to be, this socialite. Remember, ever watch Korean Anna? That kind of thing that you're trying to do, and right, because now I looked at the flower, and the flower looked like oh, like wow, like it's just some people, everyone around you probably won't realize it, don't realize the mask that you're wearing, but certain people do. And it's like once they do, they are shocked. And you try to get like because she has her hand on them, so you're like trying to get control over them, But it's like you can't really control somebody that's living and speaking in their truth and expressing their truth. But you're content with living this line, this fantasy, and you trying to, you don't want nobody else to find out or know the lie that you live in. Five of Pentacles. Um, she told it was two people, but the Five of Pentacles talk about being left out in the cold, but also like struggles and following somebody out in the cold. And this person eyes is blindfolded, so it was like they can't really see. So I don't know why you would follow this person out in the cold, but like I said, superficial, materialistic kind of thing. It's like you thought you was playing this person, but this person was also playing you. So y'all was just playing each other, and you think that you was winning, but you weren't. And it just led to a whole bunch of waste of time. Pretty much a draw in a way, but then it's just like they had. Um, it's a draw, but they got more hits and strikes in, so they did more damage than you did. So, like, if you really think about it, they really won. But it's still a draw, but they really won. Like, if it was based on like time and stuff like that, like, yeah, like y'all both, lasted as long, but it's like the amount of things that y'all did with that time, like this person did way more in that time than you did. So it's like they technically won. Okay. But you were trying to make it seem like you won, or that like, oh, it's a draw, there's no winners, we both won. It was just like I just said, no, there's a clear winner when you really sit and think about it. Like, the most damage is like this person did that. You did absolutely nothing. You helped them actually hurt you in a way. So it's just like, I'm sorry. I don't know what. So it's, yeah. I wasn't laughing at you. It was, I don't know where the laughter came from because it wasn't funny. Like, I don't know. Um. Oh, so that could be it. Like, this person's actually laughing at you. You feel like, oh, like it's a draw. Is, well, then this person was like, nah, no. You actually, I was like, you actually helped them hurt you. See, I'm not laughing. It's like you actually helped them hurt you. It's like, why are you trying to fight them? You was hitting yourself at the same time, and don't not thinking about the fact that you're hitting yourself. And you just allowed them, like allowed it, and they're just like, yeah, and then, yeah, yeah. You have the Six of Cups. Now you probably thinking back and reminiscing, like, damn, right? We're at the neutral standpoint, or you need to be at a neutral standpoint to see why this isn't working out, why there's no balance here, why there's no harmony here, why there's no peace, and why things aren't going to move forward in the way that you think it's going to be. Also, it could simply say that you're stuck in the past of thinking that, like I said before, this person is this Knight of Cups, and they can go back to being this Knight of Cups, but there was never that Knight of Cups. We have Death. Right? Never that Knight of Cups. And then they keep talking about the Crown, and then we have the Hierophant. Well, a Pope, pretty much. They're sitting here trying to beg and plead for things to go in their favor. And death is just like change. Change and death happen to anybody. It doesn't matter if you're rich, poor, white, black, whatever. Rainbow. It just doesn't matter. It's female, male. Doesn't matter. It's like, I'm coming. Everybody. Like, so they're gonna try to make it seem like, oh, they can stop this change before Right? Because now we back. Because now I'm looking back at the horse, and there's a white horse here. Like, do you think this person is a knight in shining armor, but this person is actually deaf? Mm. That's why the land slowly started dying. Is this person? Oh yeah, they have wheat on the flag. Duh. Yeah, this is why your money in the pentacles and shit like that it started decreasing. We went from 9 to 8 to 4 to 3. It's this person. I was like, yeah, that makes yeah. That's why there's no land, there's no prosperity, there's no fertility, there's no ideas, there's no and nothing, nothing. You petty pitching because of this person. They're draining you of your resources because they don't have it themselves, but they talk a big game to make you think that they have it themselves and that they can get it when they actually don't. They're struggling, you're struggling, so they try to get. Okay, they're struggling and you weren't struggling, so they latched on to you to try to balance out their struggle, and they're depleting you to now you're not as bad as them because you have your sight, but they got two shoes and you got one shoe. So it's just I don't know. Okay, it's okay, but you probably don't have that shoe on because the foot's wrapped up. So it's like you probably stepped in this trap. You get caught in this trap thinking that this person, yeah, because they have the same shoes over here. Thinking that this person actually can help you and know where you want to go, and this knight in shining armor can balance things out. When that's a complete ass lie. They just wanted your money and your resources and your ideas. It's like I won't say a vulture because vultures they will actually wait for you to die. Um, hmm. It's like because the horse is going over this person. The person that's on the floor is still alive. So that's like a vulture. If you're still alive, they will like sit and wait for you to die. They won't do anything. They will literally just sit and watch you die. They will just let natural causes take it, let nature do its course, right? Where some birds that actually do like live prey and stuff like that. So if you close to death, they're not gonna bother you. They're not gonna eat you or anything like that. Well, this person is a complete fucking opposite. Complete fucking opposite. They see you that you could be dying, okay, but you could live as well. And they just choose rather than help you live, they choose like I'm gonna help you die, like that kind of thing. And you think that they actually, but their way they would tell you is that, oh, they're going to help you live. They're going to get you help. They're going to do this. They're going to do that. But they're actually helping you die. Yeah. Yep. That's what it is. Got it. Then we have the Queen of Pentacles. So you see the goat? Yeah. Because they is materialistic and superficial. It's the appearance of this, like, things. You seem like you have money, or have the you have the ideas or the confidence or the courage to actually make money and be successful, which is why they trying to make it seem like they're gonna help you. Okay, if you're about to die, right? This person either caused it or saw it happen, could have helped you, avoided it, and did it, and now trying to nurse you back to health, so that when you're all good and fine and dandy, you make money, you remember them and give them something. But like I said before, this person actually either caused it or saw it happen and said nothing. right? Because now it went from two. Well, we have the rabbit and we have a goat here, and we have a person. So it could be three. And then the rabbit is more so a scared and shy person, and then the goat is stubborn. But also the devil, because in the wild unknown tarot is the devil. But either way, we gonna continue. Then we have the Four of Cups. Yeah, you're so busy focusing on what's in front of you, this situation that you think that you know is going on that you didn't see. With this cloud being here, you either didn't see the help that spirit was trying to give to you because you're so focused on trying to make this work, and trying to turn this around in your favor, that you've rejected the help of spirit multiple times, or that you that this keep happening over and over again to the point that you're becoming apathetic to this person, which simply means that you're no longer having empathy for this person. You don't really care what happens in their life. You don't give a fuck where they at, what they're doing. You don't care. You're good. Because with the death being here, it's like that's the deception and the line, that's all coming to an end, that's changing. And where they didn't want you to be. So that's why I was like, over here, you was probably slow to realize it, but once you realize it, you start standing in your power and your worth, the Queen of Pentacles being here, and realizing why they came to you on, because there's a little path on here, why they pretty much joined on your path or wanted to be on your path. It was because you were going to the land of success and stuff like that. And I remember in one video I was talking about the dragons, and that's pretty much what dragons, one thing I know about them, they love themselves a little treasure, okay? And you're pretty much can get to the land of treasure, and that's why they try to latch onto you and leech onto you. And even if you had tried to help them, like I said before, angels help those that help themselves. Angels will not help this person because they don't want that help. They're empathetic. They just want somebody to do it for them, which is why you are stuck with this person and you following them, because you was doing it for this person, which is why they was happy and content, because their needs are getting met and they don't have to lift a damn finger. And you feeling like spirit isn't helping you, and spirit is trying to help you, but you don't want to accept the help that spirit is trying to help you because it's not what you want. And right, because now I'm looking back at this cup that the Knight of Cups is holding, it's not glistening or shiny as what you want. The truth of the reality is this person wasn't on your path. You chose this person on your path. You picked up a straggler or a hitchhiker and want to make it something that it was never, and mad about that is not what it's just like. Just leave it alone, like just. But yeah, we're gonna see the next card. See the Emperor. Like, you trying to control the situation. When I said over here, like, her hands are over it. Like, you trying to control it when it's not. You can't control it. You can't control when you have a tower moment. You can't control death. I mean, if you don't like life support and stuff like that, or like do not resuscitate, you can control those kind of death. But like, actually, suicide. But other than that, like. But then not really suicide, because somebody can come in and stop that. So it's like, you can't really control your own death. So just like, stop. Just stop. You can't control when a relationship comes to an end, when it starts. Just let it go and go with the flow. Just stop. Just stop. Life is a part of life, and death is just part of life. It's part of the cycle. Because that was the whole thing of the Ankh. Death, rebirth, that kind of thing. Literally how death comes out. Cycle closed, another cycle begins. But you want another cycle to begin where there's actual peace, happiness, and love, but you're not closing out this unhappy, unpeaceful, unloving relationship. How can you start a new one but you in one. Isn't that cheating? Why would angels condone cheating? That makes no sense. They wouldn't. That's why it's nothing but challenge and obstacles. Nothing but desert and dry lands. The moon. Yeah. The person is secretly holding things back, hiding things from you. Out of insecurity. Simply can't tell the truth. Or inadequate. See, sad squirrel. See the little, see the cloud coming. Tower. Divine intervention. Like, the sad squirrel hurt people, broken people, breaks people. They did way too fucking much. And then they probably thought, oh, well, I'm an angel, I'm this high spiritual person, I'm a high priestess, I'm a hierophant, I can do whatever the fuck I can do, and spirit's always gonna be on my side. They said that's cute. Like, that's cute. That's cute. Let me show you what the tower is supposed to represent. The real meaning and the real definition of the tower. See? Three of Wands. Now they out here looking for opportunities to move on and move forward, but can't. Like I said before, when looking for a knight in shining armor, they can't move by themselves because they feel inadequate and don't have the confidence to do it, which is why they leech off of other people. Three of Cups. And you see the death over here? It was a skeleton. Skeleton, yeah. Everything that they bring nothing but death. Everything that they try dies. you, you ever saw Fairly Odd Parents where Timmy's mother where she was trying to garden and she was like, everything I touches dies. Yeah, that's them. They're Timmy's mother. And then they get mad when, well, it was pretty much the father, but then they get mad at like the Dinklebirds of this like society, and it's just like, bitch, I didn't do nothing to you. Like, it's not my fault that your shit's dying. Figure out why. But that had to do something with you. But they're happier that, like, because with the Three of Cups being here, they want you to be able to celebrate and be happy with struggling and be in this survival mode. When that's not life. That's not how you should live. That's not your purpose. That's not the meaning of life. Suffering is not the meaning of life. But they want you to feel like that is and to sign up for it and try to make it seem like that's appealing when it's not. And the real reality is that they don't want you to be living your true authentic self, to be happy, to find your purpose, and to find like a reason to live, so you can move on and have actual opportunities and have real contentment where you have goals and ambitions and you are accomplishing them and achieving them, where you don't have to do underhanded schemes or techniques to accomplish them. And you're not allowing other people to sabotage your goals and your dreams and your ambition. You're letting them go, cast them to the side, of just leaving them out in the cold, and they feel sad, and they might, because he holding on to a stick and he got sad and the tree's upset, and then you about to get hit with lightning. They might try to plan, scheme, try to hurt you, or plan to hurt you, gossip, or try to do some, and then divine, like I said, the spirit just like, bitch, I wish the fuck you would, because they did absolutely nothing to you and it's ill provoked. And It's like you're the one that had the secret and the hidden intentions, and even while this person knows that and seen that, they still left you alone and want you to have a good life and do what's best for you. Just leave them the fuck alone. That's all this person is saying. And it's like you're not happy with that. You want to infringe. Well, they're not happy with that. They want to infringe on this person's free will, and because they feel rejected by this person, but it's like like you rejected them first. It's like they didn't reject you. They never rejected you. You rejected them, and they just moved on. So in all actuality, you rejected yourself, and you just want somebody to be mad at. What you need to be mad at is yourself, because that's what you did. Like you did. And now they're sitting here begging, hoping, and pleading. Because now I'm looking back at the death card that, because they probably they didn't think or assume that you will let this cycle close out. This will ever come to an end of this change will ever happen to them, because of this character that they created. They really believe in this character. They really feel like this is high and mighty, powerful person, but it's all ego and pride and shallow. There's no truth to it. Right? They're lost and they're never gonna find their way to their actual true purpose, because there's a path in the moon. There's a path in temperance. There's just a river there. But they just walking there. But it's just they just lost. They don't know how to find their way, and they didn't want you to know how to find your way. They wanted you to believe that they know what was best for you and they knew it was right. But trying to infringe on your free will with all not all, but major arcanas coming out here. It well, this is personal with the Emperor, but Judgment, Tower, Temperance, Death, those are like very important and heavy hitters. So it's like they're trying to infringe on your life in a very drastic way. Whatever they're trying to control is something that was very. See with the little skeletons again. This person just brings nothing but death. But this person, they really tried to infringe on your life in a very like impactful way. It probably was just more than just love or your money and stuff like that. It probably was a lot of things. So now we have the romance tarot, pretty much to be like the bridge of how they're trying to portray. Right, so this is like how they're pretending, how they're acting, or that's their intent. Now we're gonna see like how they, why they're trying to act like that, and like more so in the intent. Like I said, none of the cards match, so we already know that what you thought you thought, what you thought you knew you didn't know, and none of the cards these two combined with each other. So like they really want you to be stuck and not be able to move on from the past. Right, you just think about it, but you don't move on. You look for the opportunities for somebody else to come and do it for you or to save you, rather than you go and save yourself or have the idea to save yourself. And yeah, I wanted you to be content being superficial and the materialistic and the glitz and the glamour. Y'all look cute in public, but behind closed door, y'all raising hell. Um, with the Queen of Pentacles and the Knight of Pentacles, the Queen orders the Knight around. So, like I said before, again, y'all still not on the same level. The armor is not of the same material. It's not of the same cloth. Okay. Um, birds of a feather flock together. Y'all not in the same flock. Like y'all not flocking together. Yeah, cause none, like I said, none of the cards go together. I've seen the Three of the Cups and the Four of Cups, but still doesn't go with the cards on the top. So we have the Knight of Swords. They're gonna come in a rush, like it's urgent, it's important. Right, with this white horse. Why does white horse keep coming? Yeah, they gonna try to make it seem like it's all peaceful, pure. Okay, they trying to help you and stuff like that. Um, but that's a lie. That's not the case. Then we have the Ace of Cups. Yeah. Didn't I told you they weren't? They were never the Knight of Cups. They probably was just, the Knight of Swords, trying to give you a cup of love that you thought was the Ace of Cups. Like I said over here. Um, but they was never this Knight of Cups. There was never a romantic, charming person. Never. And the Knight of Swords, he doesn't really have a good rap. Okay. He's quick, impulsive. Um, Sometimes courageous. Um, Impatient. Uh, Violent. Like not a good rap. You feel me? Um, so when it comes to love and romance and stuff like that, they just also would be very impatient, rushing, like not really reliable. Cause I'm looking at the horse. Like the horse look like it wants to go and get away from this person. So it's like this. The like you. That's why I like to pay attention to the animals and stuff like that. Like they don't want to be around this person. You don't want to be around this person. Angels is not helping this person. Which is why they need somebody else to do it for them. They can't take care of themselves. And I said they help those who help themselves. If you're able and willing to help yourself, then they have no problem helping you. But if you don't have the confidence or the courage to do that, you can say it all you want. Where the actions to back it up? This person, that's all they just talk and no actions. And then we have the higher friend, the Hermit. Oh, but remember, the Hierophant could be like a religious person or like a religious leader. And then they're trying to make it seem like they have some type of spiritual knowledge and they know what they're doing. Like I'm saying over here, because of their level, their spiritual level, they thought that they can be able to get away with certain things because of the knowledge that they have. But little did they know that just because you have that knowledge can also be stripped away from you. Or you can have that knowledge and that's the only thing that you understand. You can't go no further than that. Like there's calculus and there's calculus 2, then there's calculus 3, and then there's calculus with probably more stuff like that. Where this person just strictly might understand calculus, and there's other people where with this rest of the Queen of Pentacles pretty much orders the Knight of Pentacles, where the Queen of Pentacles can probably understand like all levels of calculus. They understand just calculus, and they feel like they're more powerful than you, and it's just like no, you know more than they do. That kind of thing. Which is why Spirit is like, that's cute that you thought that, but no. But no. And then because you know more, some of them will try to manipulate or try to say like, oh, you should do it for them, or to show them how to do it, when they really just want you to give them the answers or do it for them. Which is why I say like the hermit is better to be by yourself or be isolated, or this person saw that you was by yourself and isolated and you have a lot of spiritual wisdom, spiritual knowledge, and which is why they rushed in to try to give you this fake cup of love to make it seem like they actually do love and care for you, and they was this Knight of Cups when they was never that Knight of Cups. Dude, death again. You thinking back, reminiscing, reflecting at a neutral point, and you seeing that the only way for this shit to balance out was for this shit to end. And every time the shit ended, because with this tower being here, like I said, it could be multiple towers. Every time this shit ended, things was peaceful and it was okay. And then once things start being okay, where somebody else is about to come back in, that's when this person rushed back in, you start this cycle back up again. And it's just like, fool me once, fine. Fool me twice, okay? Goddamn. Fool me 3 times? What the fuck? It was like this person fooled you more than three times, and you was still on some fool me once. Like, no, bitch, they fooled you more than once. Like, what are we doing? Like, more than once. Like, and then we had the 6 of Pentacles. Yeah, but you keep giving to them. Repeatedly, over and over again. It's like you give them love, they give you bullshit. That's not equal. That's not equivalent. If I give you $1, I better get 4 quarters back in my hand. 10 dimes. 20 nickels? Hold on. We're not doing nickels, because I'm not doing that. I don't want 100 pennies either, because we're not doing that. Better have 10 dimes and 4 quarters in my hand. 250 cents. Like, we do what we doing. Or we could just do the whole one, I give you the paper dollar, you give me the little coin dollar, but it's gotta be equal. It's not equal. It's not balanced. You're giving light and they giving negativity. How is that ever? No. Light beats negative. Positive beats negative. Lights beat dark. Like, it doesn't equal. You're not giving them. It's not equal give and take. There's no generosity here. At that point, it's just charity. You're giving and nothing in return. Gotta change the word. You're still being generous, yes. But just know this person ain't gonna give your shit back. It's not like you go to the homeless and give them a sandwich and expect them to give you back $1. They can't. Pretty much what this person is. Like, they can't give you back what you give. Now, if you want to be kind and just do it just to give this homeless man a sandwich, just to give them a sandwich, then do that. That's fine. But don't do it and expect something back, because you're not getting anything back. You're going to get bullshit back. With this 4 of Pentacles, you're going to get bullshit back. Greed. See, the King of Cups. That's why I kept talking about the cups. They're going to monetize the love. Or you need to monetize the love that you're giving to people and the kindness that you're giving to people, because you are... How charities work, like, yes, they do donations, they give money away, but they also have to make sure that they have enough to be open to help other people. You don't have enough to be given to people the way that you're trying to give to people, or the way that this person is trying to take from you. Then we have the 2 of Cups. Yeah. They're gonna try to make it seem like y'all on the same page. Y'all see everything eye to eye. Y'all want the same thing when you don't. And then we have the Five of Cups. Yeah. That three cups that I keep talking about. The three cups, you focus on them here, and then right here is those the three cups spilled over and causing problems and conflict. But you think that's the end all be all because you didn't see the help that spirit was trying to help you the whole time. Then we have the star. Next to the moon or something, there was a hidden purpose or hidden reason why this was happening. Because what popped in my head is like north node. Because what's next to the moon and then the star, like the north node and the south node. North node is the point of destiny. The south node is like your past and your karma, where you coming from. And it's important to know like the past, so the Six of Pentacles, so you don't repeat the past and stuff like that. You don't repeat the same mistakes. But it's also important not to dwell on the past and live in the past and try to bring the past into the present. Like, no, the past is the past. Leave it there. Just take the lessons that you need to learn and move on and move forward, so you can get to your point of destiny to go where you need to be. You don't need to carry your past with you. It's fine. The past is like 5 seconds ago. If you think about that, how many things will be on your back if you're trying to carry the past with you? A lot. Like, just leave it where it is. If it comes up, you can speak your truth. If you don't want to talk about it, you don't want to talk about it. You know what you did. So the fuck what? And then with the star being here and the secret intentions, everybody that have any cruel intentions that's trying to embarrass you or manipulate you or lie on you, some people gotta choose wisely, okay? Because you try to lie on somebody, if that person really living in their truth, bitch, they telling on you and them. Like, nah, I did that, but you also did this. But when I was doing this, you was doing this. You said that, and they just then now your feelings hurt. And it's just like, just leave it the fuck alone. Leave people alone. If they living in their truth, let them live in their truth. If you want to live a lie, you live that lie. Leave it alone. Because if you start shining lights on your life, okay, your darkness gonna be angry because you wanted to keep it in the shadows, keep it in the closet. You got a lot of skeletons in your closet. Leave that person alone. They cleaned up their closet. You trying to put a skeleton back in their closet for what? They already cleaned it out. They already aired it out. Need judgment. The sad squirrel gonna make a decision to try to do something and sabotage it, and then divine gonna step in and they gonna hit rock bottom, or they gonna try to sabotage you, cause a fight or conflict with you, and they the ones gonna end up in this fight. And it's all because of decisions and the choices that they made. This is a lion because of their pride and their ego. See, Page of Wands. They thought there was all fun and games, curiosity, everything was gonna work out. They can play, key. They didn't know what they was doing when it's like, that's a lie. See, Tower. It's a fucking lie. They knew what they was doing. They intentionally did this. It was childish and immature, they thinking, but they purposely did it. Um. Okay. So, I'm not going to do it all like I was doing before. Tower, Knight of Swords. They're going to try to rush in real fast, real quick, while this is falling apart, or before things fall apart, before things shift, before things change. before you have the time to process anything or have any new romantic offers coming to you, they're going to try to see if you will pretty much date them again, allow them to come back in, forgive them. Because I'm looking at the roses here, like to start over again, to pretty much, even if it's not like romantic, to be friends. But the best decision you can do is to be by your damn self, to be a hermit. Okay, go within and listen to your intuition. I'm pretty sure your intuition will tell you to allow this shit to come to a fucking end, because it is not going to help you for your destiny or a part of your path or your life purpose. This person is just a distraction and a blockage in your way. Give you nothing but chaos and confusion and problems. And yet again, they are not the King of Cups because they're not the Knight of Cups. They have nothing to do with cups. Nothing whatsoever to do with cups. They're not emotional. They're not romantic. No, nothing. They're, not say they're not emotional. They're emotional and manipulative, okay? But other than that, nothing. Emotionally immature all around. They want you to give them all the love, and they give you like 10% of the love that they can give you. But another thing with the King of Cups, right? Let's say you can love at this level, right? All of this is all the love you can give, right? This person can only give this amount of the love that you can give. Is that equal? No, it is not. See, it is not even equal. Can't even stay on. It's not equal whatsoever. It does not equal out, and it does not balance. So, which is why there's nothing but chaos and confusion. Y'all going back and forth. And then this person with the Three of Cups here might try to go find a whole other person. Like I said, with three, but it was three over here. Find another person, and you probably wondering, how is that working out? They don't even give you love, so how can they find love and the time and the opportunity to give to this person? They don't. The same amount of love they give you, the same amount of love they give to this person, and or less, or vice versa. It's whoever to get to them first. Like, this is not much to be splitting around a whole bunch of people. But that's what they're doing. So by the time they get to you, either there's absolutely no love, which is why there's a time moment, and you realize this whole thing was unrequited and a codependent, slightly controlling, abusive relationship. Might not even slightly. But to each his own. Then you start to realize you made the decision to be with this person because you thought you knew this person, you thought you saw eye to eye, you thought y'all wanted the same things, when that wasn't the case. Because the 4 and 2 of Cups with the 9 of Cups go back over here. In the beginning, you was happy and was content. You thought there was an emotional wish fulfillment and stuff like that. And this person was smug and arrogant because their emotional wish was fulfilled. They got their wish pretty much. They have somebody that will give them love, and they don't have to give them love in return, or just give them the little bit of love that they have. And now you leave, they find somebody else to do it to, and or you leave. You seem like you healed. You're no longer holding on to this. You letting it go. Because the judgment keep coming out, so it's like you're close to start like closing this cycle and moving on and moving forward, but not completely. So now they're trying to come in before you do that, right? To throw you off guard, to cause this little shake. Because that's a griffin. To throw a little shaky, rocky foundation, throw a tower in this bitch. Okay, little monkey wrench. So you don't close out this cycle, or you keep them in this, like you bring them into this new cycle with you. Yeah. So now we're gonna look into Wild Unknown Tarot. So this is pretty much what you didn't know. We have the Chariot. Yes, might be very determined. It's funny with the horse gallops. And I kept talking about the horses. Yeah. We are in Cancer season. So that is the Chariot, but it's like there's a lot of things that have horses. The Chariot has a horse. The Death card has a horse. The Knights have horses. Does someone else have a horse that I'm missing? Death, Chariot, the Knights. Oh, the Six of Wands. There's a lot of cards that have horses on it. So, a horse is all about movements and freedom and stuff like that. You're not free to move with this person. This person's going to try to control your movements with the Emperor being here. And they're not even balanced or stable enough to do that. Because they don't know how to control their damn selves. See, four cards. The cups that they gave you, see the mouse on it? If you see me had a no, that's a rabbit. Well, still part of the rodent family, but either way. um it's you can't eat or eat. You can't drink out of it. It's unhealthy. It will make you sick. But and then with this being the Wild Unknown Tarot, that also ties to my animal deck, and then there mice is talks about always being scared and being shy and not really paying attention to detail, or being like super over analyzing the details, that you simply just do nothing at all because you overthinking. And with the Five of Swords being here, some way, somehow, you sabotage yourself, okay? And while this person was sabotaging the relationship, but you helped them, like I said before, you helped them hurt you, you helped them sabotage you, you helped. You helped. Then we have the Ten of Cups, like, yeah, you helped create this fantasy. Like, you participated in this fantasy. What just popped in my head, you know Rick and Morty, right? And when, Beth found out, like, her make believe like world actually did exist. It's like that. Like you helped create it, but you're trying to make it seem like he was such a bad person. It's like, but you were also one of the like architects. Like you wanted to build this bitch. Like you you helped. Like let's see Captain Seven of Cups. Like let's not play like you didn't do that. And it's like now that you see that it's real, now you're trying to like throw the rock and hide the hand. It's just like, nah, I saw all the rocks you threw. I saw all the hands the whole time. Like I was with you throwing them. Like what are you talking about? Like that kind of thing. So it's like you need to realize your choices. Then we have the Two of Wands. Yeah, in order to move forward. See through the delusion and the that you created and the fantasies that you created and that you participated in, and realize that it was nothing, but it was a bunch of lies and a waste of time, which is why you need to put it behind you and move on and move forward. See, Three of Wands. See, now it's increasing. Because where the Two of Wands is all about like you're setting the intentions. Three of Wands is like you set the intentions and you went for it and you move forward and you continue moving on and moving forward. So it's like you continue like that wand is behind you. You have that wand, and now And the Three of Wands, that wand that you're holding, and the Two of Wands is now behind you, and you're holding on to another wand. You're making progress. See, Five of Wands. You made progress and decided to fully go in, went all in this fantasy and this delusion, and there's now that you know the reality, now you're fighting and want to cause a whole bunch of conflicts and battles and arguments when it's just like you participated. When you thought it was all like rainbows and sunshines, just an illusions, it was okay. But now this is, it's like when that other episode of Rick and Morty where Morty thought like he could always, like, life was like a video game, so he can just do redos and stuff like that. And it's like once he realized he was pretty much killed himself in like different realities, pretty much stuff like that. I think it was like parallel universes. Now Rick was the bad person. It's just like, it was your wish. Even if I had told you like no, that it wouldn't have worked out, it doesn't work. You pretty much did this whole thing to get your way because you wanted your way. You didn't want to listen to the voice of reason. And now that the way that you thought and imagined it was going to work out, it doesn't actually work out that way. I'm the monster. And it's like, you're the monster because it was your idea. And this whole thing could have been avoided if you had just simply realized and sit down why the fact that couldn't work. Three of Pentacles. But that's not what you wanted. You wanted it your way. So you went to go find people, or you would have went to go find people to do whatever the fuck you wanted to get it the way that you wanted it. That was foolish. Being foolish and impulsive. Here we have the Wheel of Fortune. Yeah, so things could turn in your favor. But that was a bad decision and a bad judgment call. Because now things are not working out in your favor. And it was never going to work out in your favor. Because it was not meant to work out in your favor. Two of Pentacles and Ace of Wands. Yeah, now you're sitting here juggling. Going back and forth or having to multitask. Then we have the Six of Wands. There's a victory after a very long battle. So this person trying to cause like a downfall or a tower moment for you, but you still become victorious. And then they pretty much end up hurting themselves. Even if they try to come charging in to try to stop you or sabotage you, and then you see through the illusion and stuff like that. And when they think this was going to work out in their favor, it wasn't. It was just a foolish thought for them to think that it was going to. That you was going to collaborate with them, or that you was going to work with them. See, Eight of Pentacles. And this was just a random straight card, so I'm going to put this up here. They put a lot of work and effort to create this little web of lies, or this little web of how things are going to work out, or how things are going to go, and it's a lie. They're just going to be stuck going round and round in a loop. Okay, so you gonna do it again. So three cups, Tower. If there is like a third party situation or like a quick little celebration because they thought they was gonna have victory over something, it was short sighted and very early. And very foolish. Because the victory that they thought they won was really a false victory. It's like, imagine that you're bad at a subject, so rather than studying for that subject, you don't study at all. And then you have a test and you be like, oh, I know I'm gonna fail it. And then you failed. And then you'd be like, see, I know I was going to fail. I know I was going to fail. That's why I didn't study. And it's just like, if you had to actually study, you probably wouldn't have failed as bad as you did. That is, it's a self-fulfilling, like, prophecy. Self-fulfilling, like, victory or failure kind of thing. And then we have the Three of Wands, Page of Wands, Ace of Wands, and Two of Pentacles with the two. No, you have the Two of Wands. They don't know how to move forward with the. Okay. They might have options or opportunities, but they don't know which one to move forward with, or how to move forward, or how to get started, or what to do. So they're looking around at other people to see what they're doing and how they should move forward. And that's pretty much how they always continue to move on and did their life, by looking at somebody else. With their 501 could be like competing with somebody else, but they're literally just copying that person. But then try to say like it's a competition when it's really not a competition when you're copying that person. And at some point in time, that's copyright infringement. So it's just like, bitch, I can sue you. Like that kind of thing. And like I was saying over here, like with like a test and stuff like that, it's like they copy off of somebody else's test and then be mad at that person if that person failed. Or if that person have a different version of the test, they mad at that person because they didn't know that there was different versions of the test and that kind of thing. And they copied, the wrong answers and the wrong questions and got shit wrong. Right, but with Three of Pentacles coming out here, you put in the work and the effort and they didn't, and they tried to like secretly copy off of your test without you knowing and thinking that it's going to work out, like I said, but they didn't know there was different versions to the test. So you got it right because let's say your number 9 is like their number 15. So they copied the right answer for like the wrong question. And they're blaming you when it's not your fault. It's their fault. You didn't take the test for them, they did. Right, the sad squirrel, the decision, and the wheel of fortune. They're mad at the. Because the Three of Pentacles is something like apprenticeship. Like they didn't put in enough work or effort and time to actually have a good foundation or to learn the lesson or anything like that for things to actually work out in their favor for them to be on top. But they're mad at the people that's on the top. Then we have the moon, star, and oh shit, yeah, all major arcanas over there. So it's like that's very what they holding on to and trying to be quiet about and be secretive about, or what they trying to be what they real greedy about is your life purpose and the success that you're willing or you're destined to have. And they will try to do anything, even if it's impulsive, stupid, and foolish, to sabotage it. And that's their secret intentions that they don't really tell anybody. And they hide it behind materialistic things, the glitz and the glam. So that even if you say like this person is jealous of you, they'd be like, oh, why are they jealous of you? They have this, they have that. What do you have? This kind of thing. And that's the material. It's like once you look past the materialistic stuff and even the superficial shit, you have way more than this person. Even if it's not materialistic, but the superficial being here, people are more likely to talk to you and go to you than they are with this person. more likely wanting to work with you and collaborate with you rather than this person, because it always leads to fight and conflict because this person has insecurities and see everything as a competition, whereas you see things as like a partnership, teamwork. Um, yeah. So when things are falling apart and stuff like that, they rather than helping, they pretty much like help things keep like okay. So the Emperor, the Five of Cups, and then the Three of Pentacles. So the foundation could be rocky and faulty with the Tower being here, right? Which is why things are coming down. Rather than trying to make like use the diplomatics, because the Emperor could be diplomatic and reasoning and like a compassion and also authoritative, rather than using their power to trying to bring things together to be diplomatic to try to find like a peaceful ground or a common ground. They um pretty much throw gasoline to the flames and stuff like that to like quicken up the destruction, or like quicken up, you get it. And the reason why they do that is because the insecurities, and they see everything as a competition, and they feel rejected either to themselves or to every. They always feel like they're gonna get rejected in some way, shape, or form. So, but they try to hide it behind materialistic things or surround themselves with other people that hide behind materialistic things and compete with them, and they're happy with that because the misery loves company kind of thing. When that person sabotages them, they sabotage this person. And with the Two of Cups being here, somebody wasn't really like that. Like, they don't hide behind material. Like the Queen of Pentacles, they don't hide behind the Queen. Like, if they're balanced, they don't hide behind like the material shit, or the superficial shit. Like they are very humbled, compassionate, stable, and resourceful. And they wanted to stop that opportunity or slow down those opportunities by saying that they love bombing you and stuff like that, so that you try to work with them and plant these seeds with them. And but it's really like you putting all the work and the effort because they can't move forward and they simply don't know how to do it. Well, yeah, because you the one with the Two of Wands and they come with a one wand. Or yeah, and then we have the Three of Wands. Then we have the Three of Wands like tied together here. Like you bring more to the table than they do, but to, they want you to pretty much do all the work and make it seem like they're the ones that bring more to the table when that's not the case. It's just that they're slow and stubborn to realize and see the truth and accept the truth. And the Death, Six of Pentacles, you need to, like I said, put this behind you and walk away from this person. Realize that there's no equal give and take. For you to actually have equal give and take, you have to realize that this person's not giving you equal give and take, and cut that out and walk away from this person and put this behind you. Leave it in the past. Pretty much like I just said over here, because this whole shit is an illusion. They're not giving you equal give and take. Um, it's like once you go within, you see the fantasies and illusions that was being created, and that you need to have the confidence to overcome this fear of missing out and realize that you're missing out on real, actual, genuine love for somebody that don't give a fuck about you. Um, now over here, the Queen of Wands, Queen of Cups, Five of Cups. Well, the Queen of Wands, Ace of Cups, Four of Cups, equals to the Five of Cups, which you have over here. It's like, yeah, this. They want you to feel like everything is lost and everything is all boo hoo hoo, right? Without them, you're never gonna see somebody that finds you eye to eye when that's a fucking lie. The love that they was given to you is very toxic and is undrinkable. With the cup of love, because it's supposed to be water in that cup, you can't drink it with the mice being on top of it. It's unhealthy. You will get sick, like I said before. Um, but they see you about to live in your true purpose, or you're finding your true purpose, or you're living in your true purpose. Living your true purpose, speaking your true purpose is something with the star keep coming out here. You're doing something, okay? And now they're trying to rush in and want to make it seem like they are very determined to make things work out for their better, when that's not the case. They're determined to make things work out so they can leech off of the money and the success that you're about to have. This person is foolish, immature, and controlling and toxic, but yet they don't know how to control themselves. No, they don't know how to control their emotions. So I kept talking about the horse, and the white is not a white horse that's coming in on the chariot. Even if the white horse is moving on the chariot, it's pretty much the dark horse with powder on it to make you think that it's white. It's not white. Or like snow. It's not the white horse that's moving, it's coming towards you. That's why it's nothing but death following it, and the lands become infertile. It's the dark horse. It's just their shadow and their pride and their ego. And their toxicities, their flaws, their all of it. So now we have the Tarot of Opposites. To pretty much combine the top, well, the three levels, pretty much. So we have the Ace of Cups and the Queen of Pentacles. Oh, so they say the Queen of Pentacles that we have right here is independent, living in her truth, and independent, living her truth, finding her purpose, living in her purpose. And now that means a different meaning for the Queen of Wands. You're attracting new love. You're single and you're by yourself, and it's attracting new love, and this person is going to try to rush in and try to give you this Ace of Cups, make it seem like they're this new, different person, like make it seem like it's a stable, solid, romantic offer when it's not. Whatsoever. It's not. It's a lie. It's not. And we have the Queen of Cups, yeah. You actually hold the Ace of Cups. So you know a true Ace of Cups from a false Ace of Cups. Three of Cups. And you're happy and celebrating and peaceful by yourself. Being single and independent. Three of Swords. Well, Eight of Swords. But they want you trapped and stuck in your mind. Or they're gonna try to come and pretend like they're the Queen of Cups, like they have this whole, like I said, the Ace of Cups, but you hold the real Ace of Cups, and they're covering this cup of love, because if this person hurt you, you see through their lies and deception and delusion, and they trapped you, was able to break free, but seeing that the Eight of Swords is here, you didn't break free, you're still in this little mind trap thing, sort of thing. You have boundaries, but this person is trying to test if you will give them love. Or do you really have a cap over it? Or it's just a lie so they can continue to get you stuck again. To trap you again. Yeah. It's an option. Eight of Wands. Three of Wands. Oh, it's the options that they could be moving forward on. That's why I was like the Eight of Wands. Yeah, Six of Pentacles reverse. But it's unstable, and they're not gonna give you what you, yeah, got you stuck. Did you really learn the worth of the Ace of Cups and the meaning of, or the importance of giving and receiving love, and the importance of self-love, and really put this person behind you and closing out this cycle and being happy by yourself, or you're masking it and secretly struggling or crying inside? But if you go this way, they're trying to trap this Queen of Cups. With the Queen of Pentacles and this loveless romantic relationship. And will then cause this Queen of Pentacles to be an option. Three of Cups. They will make them an option and barely give them love or breadcrumb them. Okay, so now I have my Kabbalah deck to pretty much say the lessons that you should learn. Or what you need to learn, or what you should have learned. So we have the Seven of Seven of Wands. So you're supposed to be able to learn to have the higher ground and keep the higher ground, to defend yourself. The importance of having boundaries. Because some people will take advantage of your kindness. And not everybody know the real definition of love and know how to give and or receive love. Queen of Pentacles. Yeah, so people are just superficial and materialistic and feel love like, might be fucked up dude. Like relationships and love is transactional, okay? But it doesn't becomes, you don't really see it as transactional unless you are being breadcrumbed in the Six of Pentacles reverse and the Four of Swords. The Four of Pentacles. Like, you're being breadcrumbed in this relationship, and you need to give it a rest and put it, like, to realize that. Just put your ego to the side and realize you're being breadcrumbed. You're not getting the love that you deserve, and or you're just simply not getting love, period. You're getting problems, conflict, illusions, no form of love whatsoever. Ace of Pentacles, you get nothing but struggles and problems, left out in the cold. And we have the Nine of Cups. Page of Wands. Emperor. Ace of Swords. Yeah, to be able to decipher and see the truth for yourself. Because Emperor is all about control. Don't allow somebody else to control you, especially if they can have no control over their own life. And half of these cards repeat. So it's like, you need to learn to have the higher ground and protect yourself from materialistic people that just want to leech off of you, and then when things are when push comes to shove or your back's against the wall and you're struggling, they throw you out in the cold or leave you out in the cold, right? Because they got what they wanted, they needed, the emotional wish was fulfilled and stuff like that. Now it's on to the next one, who with this the curiosity killed the cat kind of thing. Now they go on to this next person, who can they do this to next, and realize that not everybody in power is actually honest and truthful and will tell you the truth. And just because they're an emperor doesn't mean that they're a balanced emperor. Just because they're a high priestess or a high priest, a hierophant, doesn't mean they're truthful and they're honest and they will speak the truth. And how can you know? Those people that, if you listen to them or they just suddenly come into your life and your life is falling apart and there's nothing but negativity happening. Like, not saying that, oh, this person came, you lost your job, oh my god, blah 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 blah. And it's like, did you lost your job, you got another one? Doesn't that mean that this job wasn't suited for you? So it's like this person's actually an asset to your life, but you're just focusing on the negative, like, oh, I lost my job. It's like, but you got another one, better than the other one. But you wouldn't even allow that opportunity to happen because you were so stuck in dwelling on the fact that you lost that job without seeing that there was something better around the corner. Because that's what the Five of Cups is all about. Like, you're focusing on the Three Cups that's, and the Four of Swords, you're focusing on the Three Cups that's still standing. The two, and Four of Swords. Five of Cups. Four of Cups. Okay? Now, if you, with the truth being out, this person gonna get tongue-tied and confused. That's how you know that you called them. But with the Four of Cups, right? You're focusing on the Three Cups that's still standing. It's still standing in that instant, right? But once you realize, I kept saying the Four of Swords, once you take a time out, reflect, realize, heal, move away from this person for a little bit, take some time out away from this person for a little bit, you realize the Five of Cups, that those Three Cups that you thought were standing been down forever in the day. You just imagined that they was up and that they was still filled. Even if the cups was up, you thought they was filled until you looked over and you saw that they was empty. You think this just, you're trying to fill it back up, but it's like there's a secret, like not even a secret, there's a small hole that you're not seeing. So the more you try to fill it up, it just leaks. And you're not seeing that it's leaking. And rather than just simply realizing that it's not worth keep putting in the water because it's going to leak. Because as soon as you put water in, soon as leak. As soon as you get it to the top, give it the next 2 minutes, it's gone again. So it's just like, just leave it alone and walk away. Give it a break, give it a rest. You're hurting yourself by keep trying to fill it up and fill it up. Like, you have 5 cups and it's just 3 cups. All is not lost. Focus on the other 2 cups. But the other 2 cups is not tied to this person, which is why you're not focusing on it. Because you want it to be this person and it's not this person. It's not this person. With this page, the Queen of Pentacles, and then the Page, they do not add up. It went from this person, you being a queen, to a knight. Then I said it's gonna downgrade. This person downgraded, where you still stayed a queen. This person was never on your path. Y'all was never on the same level. Never cut of the same cloth. But you try to make it seem like you were. Or they try to make it seem like they were. Because they wanted control over you, on your situation, and your life, and your purpose. They wanted you to be stuck. No, that's pretty much it. Pretty much the lessons. So now I have the before tarot. So what you thought you knew beforehand, before we started this. Okay. So we have the Magician reverse. So you thought somebody was lying and creating illusions and tricks. You were right about that. And being deceptive. You was right about that. Then we have the Ten of Pentacles. Somebody in your family or somebody that's trying to create like a longevity with you. Then we have the Tower. So before the Tower fell down, before this divine intervention, you know, you have the crown is above the Tower. So somebody about, see, you're not even on the same goddamn level on the goddamn Tower. Look at the windows. Not even on the same fucking level. You have a crown, they don't got no goddamn crown. Like, come on now. Not on the same level. Not meant to be together. And they sitting here trying to come and rush in or trying to gather people to, like, we said with the sad scroll, to try to, like, turn things around in their favor. And Spirit's just like, that's funny, that's cute. Like, so it's like, even if they cause this tower moment and then you fall and stuff like that, they feel like they win or they won. When that's not the case whatsoever. Hold on, let me get the next card. See, justice. That's not the case. It's just the scales is being balanced. They feel like, oh, I was the person downfall. I caused this downfall. And it's just like, baby, you knocked me down, bitch. I got up so fast and 10 times better, 10 times stronger. That your little minor inconvenience did absolutely nothing. It's like, little did you know I wasn't ready gonna knock that shit down. So this person that think they winning, they gonna sabotage you and destroy your life, they gonna get found out. Justice, the scale's gonna work out in your whoever's favor that it needs to work out. Whoever is fair, whoever was just, whoever did nothing wrong, which is why you have divine intervention. And this person feel like, oh, Spirit's on their side, everything is right, they doing things right, they doing like, no, no. If you were doing everything right and everything and stuff like that, karma wouldn't be coming for you. Because it's a tower, then justice. Like, this karmic justice is gonna come for that ass. And then you're gonna see, like, I should have shut the fuck up and mind my damn business when I had the chance and the opportunity to. So now we have the after. So that's what you thought about, what you thought you knew. Like, this person was lying about either their life or the things that they have. Because the Ten of Pentacles is pretty much in the same level or the same path, like, point of the Kabbalah. So with the Seven of Pentacles would technically be over here, right? So the Seven of Wands, the Seven's over here. So then the Queen of Pentacles is up here. So this person wanted other people, I'm saying that as most people here, to believe that you were lying and creating with this cloud, was lying, creating illusions when it's actually them. That's why with this control and the power and stuff like that, not everybody in power or everybody that has a voice or have an opinion is meant to be heard or meant to be spoken and stuff like that. Then, so pretty much what you need to know, what you learn now, after this whole situation has happened, is the Page of Cups, the Two of Cups, and the Four of Wands. That there's some connections that you actually, fuck it. There's some people that you need to apologize to. Yes, you. Like I said before, like, there's people that actually were trying to help you. Yeah, need to fucking apologize. You and or this person need to apologize. Because people that actually saw the truth, you saw eye to eye with. Because like I said before, with the Queen of Wands, right? And try to help you. With the cat being here is rubbing on the girl. Try to help you because they wanted you to be independent and free. And also be in a happy, healthy relationship where you have your own sense of identity. not attached to this person or solely depending on this person. And because the fish jumping out, you with this foolish decision of believing that this person was giving you real love, you jumped in a relationship with them and pretty much betrayed yourself, and then probably said some shit or did some shit against your actual friend to, you know, pretty much be on this person's side. See, two of pentacles, juggling, trying to pay both sides of the fence. Because there's people walking like here, and it's like you have to figure out. And then we have clouded right here. Like which sides are you on? Like what are you like? What is it? Like what are you doing? Then we have the Knight of Cups. Are you confident or are you just prideful? Which one? Do you see the truth or are you just gonna continue to be delusional and live this lie and romanticize? That's what with the delusion. Romanticize this abuse. Cause with the cause the page is daydreaming, creativity, but it's also romantic and childish as well. So it's like you could be romanticizing this abuse, thinking that it's gonna work out and this and the third. And it's like no, bitch, you in a cult. You're in a karmic, toxic, abusive, codependent relationship. It doesn't matter if you're an earth angel, a high priestess, spiritual, this, and the third. If it's not meant to be, with the damn towers keep coming out, it's not going to be. Whatever God destroys, it's going to be destroyed. You can't put it back up. No matter what the fuck you try to do to put it back up, you cannot. He says it's done, it's done, and it's over with. Point blank, period. So, and it's fair and it's just. It's for the greater good of all. There makes no sense for this relationship to be up. It's not great for you. It's not great for anybody that comes in contact with you or anybody that's around you. So why the fuck would you need to have it? You just want it. You don't need it. Difference. Ace of Swords, which is why I said to find out the truth. See? Four of Swords. And the Seven of Wands. No, that's the Five of Wands. JK. So this person is holding back out of insecurities, greed, and arrogance. And have is in a secret competition with you. And they believe and thought this whole shit was going to come and work out. They can play both sides of the fence. They can talk about you behind your back. You will never fucking know. And then they, why you not there? Or why you in their face? They all friendly, he, y'all friends. Tell me your secrets. I'm not gonna tell nobody. And behind your back, closed doors, they out here telling everybody and their mama. Another thing is you can figure out, is this person gonna try to rush back in, try to say, oh, I'm sorry, I didn't mean it, I didn't mean to make you feel that way, and that's a fucking lie. Yeah, I keep doing this whole roundabout kind of shit, and I don't understand why. With this Ace of Wands being out, you can't say it's love, because I don't feel love. I know what love feel like is not this, and I don't feel any passion or anything. So this person literally just playing with you. Like a toy. A puppet. A pet. Seeing that we have a dog and stuff, like just they don't see you as their equal. They would never see you as their equal. They see you as beneath them. Somebody they need to take out. Even if you're above them. They see that they need to take you up. But you're the one that's left standing. Or the one that could have been left standing if you actually take the help from the divine. Or spirit. Like they've been trying to help you. And stop working against them and against yourself. Okay, so now I'm going to do the Angel Tarot. It's pretty much say what The angel keeps trying to come out insane. So we have Archangel Michael with a chariot, with who is like God with persistent success in conflict and overcoming adversity. Like I said, this person they're not giving you love whatsoever. Then we have the Seven of Swords. We have God nurturing and maintaining everything. Knowledge of good and evil, appeasing divine anger, and cure epilepsy. You, like I said, you thought you knew, probably knew a little bit, but you ain't know the whole thing. And if I look at the parts that you thought you know, nothing really adds up. So, did you really know? That kind of thing. It's like, then we have the Eight of Swords. God protector and savior, truth and justice, protection from enemies, those who steals one fortune. Those who steals one's fortune. What are he doing? Exposing them, cutting them off at the head. What did I say? This person does not want you to be in your what? Star, life purpose, happy, find a meaning of life. So you won't be what? Successful. They want you to be hurt, struggling, living paycheck to paycheck like they're doing. That's the Seven of Swords. That's the knowledge that Spirit's trying to tell you. But you don't want to listen to it because you think, oh, y'all supposed to just tell me good news. Bitch, well, sometimes shit's not good, okay? The good news is they're telling you this so you can be able to avoid it. That's the good news. You want to be bad news. This happened and this happened because you didn't listen to it. But good news, if you listen to the next one, then this can be like avoided. But then you're still stuck on this bad news that you're not even listening to the good news to realize that the next one could be avoided. And then we have the Ace of Pentacles, the adoring God, divine blessing and driving away evil spirits, rule agricultural production. Yeah. This person gonna try to come in. It's like you want somebody else to bring you offers rather than making the offer yourself or going after offer yourself. But with the Ace of Pentacles, not every offer is actually a solid offer. But you need to be able to decipher and use your intuition to realize that. And not get stuck and caught in something. But you're going to do whatever you want to do, so. But yeah, that's all I'm seeing for this reading. Plus, also, this is a timeless reading, so this could have been in the past, this could be in the present, this could be in the future. Whichever time you know you, I don't know you, okay? I just know your energy. And I can tell you the angels being a little snippy, okay? Because this person is literally trying to steal your fortune and steal your success and steal you out your life purpose and your path and make you lost. And you're pretty much helping and assisting them. See, I stopped laughing when I said it. Like, I was right the first time. That's why I laughed. Yeah. It was supposed to be a joke, but, like, nah, it was dead ass. Like, you really helping this person sabotage your life. Because it's like they see you as the underdog and you also seeing yourself as the underdog. So, how to put this? You could be a pit bull, a Rottweiler, okay? And they painting you off to be a damn... Okay, you might see yourself as a Chihuahua, They painting you off to be a damn wiener dog. Now wiener dogs are they're right. They do some damages. Okay, but they just more annoying, more annoying than a damn chihuahua. You don't mess around with the chihuahuas or a shih tzu. One of them little small little things. You don't mess around with them people. You just them people, them animals. You just they swear they humans. That's the problem. You just leave them suckers alone. We're like a pit bull and stuff like that. Like they know their power and they self and stuff like that, so they don't have to do too much to get attention or stuff like that. They don't have to be all bark, bark, bark. No, all bark and no bite, stuff like that. When they bark, they mean that shit. And it's like you are actually a pit bull and they just trying to make you think that you're some little basic ass lapdog when you're not. You're not. Which is the problem. If you were this lapdog, they wouldn't have be in this competition with you or make you want you to feel left out in the cold or put you left out in the cold and try to steal your ideas and your fortune. Copyright all your shit. I don't know, man. Copyright all your shit. Like you just copyright all of them. Cause it's like some people just the delusion and the I don't want to say stupidity, but dead ass. They don't realize they can really get in trouble for certain shit. With the justice being here, stealing somebody else's idea is plagiarism. And especially if it's proof that I did it first, it's just like, what did you really? What? Stop. And if it's like, stop. Like it's just stop. But with this persistence, it's just like. That's why this tower kept happening. Because, like I said, it popping. The first time they probably got away with it, nothing really happened. But, like, after a while, the tower, like, was like, all right, karma just continued punching this bitch in the face. And they just continued and continued. So, their life was a hot-ass mess, but they want you to come in and fix it. Oh, then there's more. This, when I was pretty much shuffling and getting prepared for the whole reading, these pretty much was on the side. So let's see. So we have the Lovers, Three of Wands, Queen of Wands, Hierophant, and the Magician. They're going to try to make it seem like everything was just a misunderstanding. So y'all can move on and move forward. You can put this behind you. And that they change their ways. They're more ethical and mature and stuff like that. Want the whole traditional lifestyle that you're doing and stuff like that. But it's a lie. Or even if it's like a spiritual person, it's a lie. Because, see, we're talking about the bottom of the deck and the Lovers coming out. The Lovers was reverse. So, that's reversal. The Magician already come out. That was also reversed. So, this person is deceptive. And it's a lie and a trickster. So, you can't communicate with this person or reconcile with this person. There's no reconciling. That's why I said that, because the Ace of Swords. This person is not going to tell you the truth or speak the truth. They don't have no type of ethics and or morals and or codes. And the Queen of Swords holds the Ace of Swords. And the Queen of Swords is up here. So therefore, you're not seeing things clearly. Which is why you thought that you know what was going on, but you don't. And this person, the Hierophant, the High Priestess actually have secrets that they have. With the Three of Pentacles being out here because it's the Knight of Pentacles. And this was the before tarot. Right? They were slow and stubborn to, was it this, that? No, Judgment. Okay. Oh, Three of Pentacles right here. Okay, well, like, I know I saw the Three of Pentacles. Right here. But this mental force and protection against sorrow or illness, I had it with the Queen of Swords because this person created secrets illusions, and you thought this person was very ethical and had morals and stuff like that, but they really just did it to pretty much cause you mental conflict. And seeing this card slide, so I wanted to show you the 7 of Wands and the 3 of Swords go together. You need to protect your heart from heartbreak and betrayal from people that's going to tell you nothing but lies. And there was 7 of Swords. So now there's 3 7 of Swords, and then 7 of Swords, 7 of Wands, and there's 2 6 of Pentacles. This person is not giving you the truth. It's not going to give you the truth. And they are actually collaborating or trying to build or collaborate with somebody or trying to create and or build some type of lie or illusions to give to you so that you will continue to give to them. Oh yeah, because it's the devil that's here. So it's a karmic relationship. They're going to try to tell you that it's not the case, or that's not what's really happening, or that's not what it is, so you can get stuck and chained in the relationship with the devil, with the 8 of Swords being here. To give to them repeatedly or over and over again through the cloud of judgment, you don't use your discernment to see through the illusions and the secrets that they're planting to you. Now I'm going to show you the way that I had it so I can explain the next part. So the 7 of Wands were together. It was like that. And I mainly just focused on the light and the lantern, and the Hermit also has a light and a lantern. So also when it says the good knowledge and bad knowledge and stuff like that, they see and or know that you're moving on and the cycle is closing. You're going to leave them behind, which is why they're trying to come in and rush in and make it seem like the truth that they were saying. Like I say over here, they're going to give you half truths. They literally going to give you half truths, but paint it to make it seem like it's nothing but the whole full-blown truth to try to get you to give to them and allow this cycle to continue. And the sun is here to pretty much saying like all this is being exposed. That's what it's like. Once you start speaking the truth and you expose them, they're going to get tongue-tied and tongue-twisted and start confusing things and calling other shit the wrong thing. But it was known and seen the whole time, and it was there the whole time. And then I had it like this over here, probably realized that. But then underneath the 3 of Pentacles is the moon, and it's Archangel Gabriel, who is the messenger of truth, illusion, light, news, and stuff like that, right? And it has the power to destroy. What is he destroying? He's pointing this way and pointing to the sun. What is the sun destroying? The illusion that the devil is trying to create in this loveless, unrequited situation over here that's causing this person to have some form of clouded judgment and thinking that this high priestess is, because it's 2 different pillars in the high priestess. So it's a dark, like I said, there's a dark horse and a light horse, even in the chariot, right? In the pillars, there's a white pillar and the light pillar. You're listening to somebody that you think is in the light when it's like they're literally a dark horse just with a whole bunch of powder on them. That's what they're destroying. They actually the devil. There's underneath the devil. Let's see. 4 Pentacles. The devil's holding back from you. The lies. The devil's holding back the truth. Why? Because they don't want you to know that they're goddamn devil. Thank you. That's all it is. Wait, what's underneath the sun? See, the 3 of Pentacles. Because they want you to work with them. Collaborate with them. Give to them. You won't give to them if you know they're the devil. You won't do it. Yeah. Yeah, but that's all I'm seeing for this reading. So if you feel like this reading helped you or resonated with you, it was longer than I expected. But please like, share, subscribe. And I'll see you next time. Bye.